do is I take my containers that I'm going to use my body butter in, and I spritz them with a little rubbing alcohol, and then just wipe them out on the inside really good. Make sure there's no dirt or dust or anything like that on the inside of them. And then we'll wipe down the outsides again after we fill them, just to help the labels stick and whatnot. So that's usually the first thing I do. Here is the body butter mixture that we're making today. I've already pre-melted everything and waited a good. I like to leave mine out covered up on the counter overnight to get hard. Last night our temperatures dropped pretty low. So last night got pretty cold, so the butter's pretty solid, which is okay. By the time I start whipping it, it'll smooth out. It just makes it, it tends to make it a little bit longer till I get a nice whipped texture with no solid pieces throughout. Today, this batch of body butter is for rock. So I'm going to post this for you guys to see, so you can see how we make your body butter. In this formula, there is shea butter, mango butter, beeswax, cocoa butter. There's walnut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, apricot kernel oil. There's lovely tallow that we rendered ourselves. There's some castor oil. So this is a really good all-purpose hair and body butter that can be used as just a regular moisturizer. It can be used to do a deep treatment on your hair. You just take a little bit, rub it into the ends of your hair, working up to the scalp. Leave it on for about 30 minutes, or you can leave it on overnight, depending on how thick or fine your hair is. And then wash your hair in the morning, and you're good to go. It'll add nice shine and body. Okay, because my body butter mixture was so thick or stiff because of the cold, I decided to go ahead and put it in my mixer and whip it that way, because I have rheumatoid arthritis in this hand, and so it was making it real painful on my hand for me to do that. So here we go. We're going to do it this way. I've already put my body butter in the bottom. I don't know really how much of that you can see, but there it is. And so now I'm just going to whip air into it, starting slowly. And it's moving a lot easier in here. Let me see if I can show you that. Than it was when it was in my other mixing bowl. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it up a little bit. With this, most people like to have it at least double in size. I try to get it to about a fourth of its original size. I don't like a lot of air whipped into my body butters. We want it to get to a consistency of buttercream icing, and be nice and smooth, so no lumps or anything like that. Because of the cold we had, I have to work to get these lumps out. Okay, so here you go. You can kind of see how that should look. Nice and creamy and still quite soft now that the icing has been whipped. Give it just another quick stir, and then it'll be ready to package up, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is whipped and nice and smooth, and I'm going to bring this over here to kind of show you the texture and how it looks. Nice and smooth and creamy. I did go ahead and add the remainder of my pre-melted oils and butters, and so now I'm going to jar these up. I have a large order to fill in a variety of scents, and since we're a small mom and pop kind of place, we make small batches at a time, so that everything can be made fresh to order. So thanks for watching, and oh, I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. Here's the lavender lemonade hair and body frosting, and you can see it's a nice fluffy texture, and even when you get some out, it still has a nice texture to it without being super stiff. So, and today it's like, I want to say it's like 32 degrees, something like that, 30, maybe 35 degrees. So it's not, you know, below freezing, but it's certainly cold outside. So anyway, this is what it looks like, and just take a little bit, put it on, and it rubs right in and fairly quickly, and you're not left with a greasy feel. We don't use cornstarch or arrowroot powder or anything else as a filler in our body butters. They absorb very quickly, not very greasy at all. As you can tell, after a moment, this will absorb completely into the skin, and you'll be nice and moisturized, and creates a nice lovely barrier against washing your hands.